Welcome. We are on our countdown. We are going to bullshit with everybody until it's time to start.
Yeah. This is my second energy drink and my third thing of caffeine today.
Mm-hmm. Trying something new instead of having a countdown to start us. We kind of hang out with the audience for a little bit while we finish prepping and getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Our first live stream back in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not terrifying at all.
You're not feeling real good today. The Bills won. You're doing well. Okay, you don't have to take it as a slight against your team.
I am thinking that this is fight against my team.
Why? Okay.
Because there are obviously 3 teams. Your team will not need it.
This is why I don't follow
The team
football.
that's never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think she's really that bad.
They've never won a Super Bowl. At least my team's won it a few times.
Same with mine.
Hope everybody's ready to join us on our little brief journey into the world of How to Train Your Dragon.
This is not an official one shot. I wish it was, but it'd be nice if it was. If DreamWorks sees this, we would love to do that. I will make a module. I'll
Absolutely.
even convert it to 5e if I have to.
Huh?
Hmm.
Heat.
Oh, step there. So did you guys all plan to be these starts?
No, I was between a couple of them.
Yeah. We had watched them a little bit ago, so we didn't end up rewatching them. But if we ended with a live action, and it was so good.
I haven't seen the live action, and I haven't seen the newest one where they have the light.
I love How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Yeah, it's
worthy
cute.
of live action. That's
It-
really good.
I mean,
It was
sponsored us not to do a campaign for it.
I mean, we could literally do an entire campaign of How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I can dig into the old Viking Latin riders.
I think
But,
it's cute that
yeah.
they have Scottish accents.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Hiccup has no accent at all.
The younger kids don't. It's
Yeah.
just the adults.
Hiccup has no accent at all. It's, I mean, and then you have Gerard Butler, who has arguably or had one of the strongest Scottish accents ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there were Scottish Vikings, so
That I didn't know.
not as prominent.
Mostly were the Norse that settled like the Orkney Island, along the western coast of Scotland, primarily. Kind of like what they did with Ireland, the Norse Sea Lords, which is set up a little shop
Yeah.
around those. And, they just eventually assimilated into the culture.
Now I'm getting a bad echo.
Is the recording one supposed to be muted?
No,
Yeah, I'm getting an echo when you and Ben talk. And that just started.
shouldn't.
There
have.
we go.
It was me. It normally automatically mutes
Really?
for mine. Yeah, and it didn't do it.
That sounds a lot.
Oh
better.
no, it was when I updated my background. It changed.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about
Right.
right.
It should be fine now. 8 minutes until we start, guys. Normally we're scrambling to get our shit together during this, so normally not all of us are sitting here at this point.
Yeah.
No.
But we haven't been live in over a year, so no, it's been a little over a year because it told me when I logged into Twitch. So, fun fact, I was getting everything ready last night and tried to pull up my doc that I wrote for this months ago, and it disappeared. There was no one shot written.
Oh, wow.
All of the work I had done was gone. I had to rewrite it last night. So this is something brand new. This isn't something that I wrote months ago. I literally wrote this last night. Because I don't know what happened to it. It didn't save.
Oh. Did we tell everybody what the news, my news about me?
Us here? Yes, we know that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We had all told you congratulations, man.
Hmm?
We all told you congratulations.
Did you just forget?
I did. I did.
Hi, cat. Oh, you're going to be a. Come on.
So thanks to Christmas, I've completed my Travis Willingham dice set. I now have original Grog, which is this one, original Grog. I have Grog's new hero one. I have Ford from campaign 2, and then Chetney from campaign 3. So until they roll out a new one for campaign 4, I have completed my Travis Willingham collection.
Nice.
And then, of course, my Raven dice.
I can't collect dice right now. I need to get back.
Do you need to get back into collecting dice?
Yes. The resident dice goblin hasn't gotten dice in a while.
I still question the logic of us making you our CFO, who's also a resident dice goblin.
I need to get me more dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I only know where 2 of my d6s are.
Oh, I have all of my D6s. It's just I need more.
Need or one?
Yes.
So one. Go.
No. It's need. It's need.
How so?
Alright. No. Because there's a dice jail for a reason.
Again.
Alright.
I need my dice box. Why do you constantly look at my dice and like in judgment of how many
wasn't.
D6s I have out?
One minute, guys, until we begin.
Yay!
And once again, so for those that are watching, we have no intro for our one-shots. It's a lot to do just for a one-shot. We're a small company. So we're going to be going right into this. And during our break, our 15-minute intermission, you will see our intermission timer is themed to 13 Sigil, which is the new one that airs next month. And the session 0 is next week for that. So we'll be live for that session 0. So I do have the cards.
No, we are not drawing cards.
Ethan wants to draw cards.
No,
It has to happen.
it's not.
Okay. It is 5 o'clock. So we want to thank everybody for joining us. This is Wings of the Broken Pact, a How to Train Your Dragon one-shot. Again, this is not sponsored content. This is just something that content we love and that we wanted to put out there. So we're doing this, it's not going to be set in Burke. You're not going to see any of the characters from the movie or TV show, because we don't want to be sued. But if you guys want to reach out to me after you see this and see how amazing this is, I will write this officially. So, yeah. These are the dragons that everybody has are dragons that exist, of course, in the How to Train Your Dragon universe that the characters were able to pick out. But the classes, of course, we don't know about any classes within How to Train Your Dragon because you see people doing different jobs. So I went ahead and created classes from scratch. There are technically six classes. However, you're only seeing 3 because some people decided to choose the same class. But that's okay. This is something that if it does gain interest and we get an approval for it, it's something I'll put out, whether it's in Arcanum Foundry or I have to put it out into 5e, that's fine too. And I will say we're gauging how Arcanum Foundry is going to be viewed this year as we're live, and if we get some engagement that everybody likes Arcanum Foundry, then we'll possibly consider publishing it and making it available for everybody because it's beautiful, it's easy to use. I spent 2.5 years building it, and tweaking it, and it's now, in my opinion, almost perfect. So, but who is ready to be a dragon rider? Okay.
Me.
So, morning comes gently to storm rest. Sunlight spills over the eastern cliffs, turning the sea below into a sheet of hammered gold. The wind is still there. It always is. But today it's playful, carrying the scent of salt, hearth smoke, and the fresh bread through the village. Stormrest is small, but it's alive. Long houses of weathered timber line winding paths worn smooth by generations of boots. Carved dragon motifs curl along door frames and ship prows. Not trophies, but art. Old stories made solid in wood and bone. Fisher folk mend their nets along the cliff edge, laughing as gulls argue overhead. Children race between buildings with carved toy dragons clutched in their hands, wings chipped from years of play. Somewhere nearby, a blacksmith's hammer rings out in a steady, comforting rhythm. Beyond the village, grassy slopes roll gently toward the inland hills, dotted with grazing sheep and stone markers so old no one remembers who set them there. Stormrest has known war. It has known fire. But today, it knows peace. You're here not as heroes. At least not yet. But as people. Yes. Villagers, travelers caught by the promise of a warm meal and safe harbor. The kind of place that makes you stay longer than you planned. An old woman hums as she sets bread out for food. A pair of sailors argue good-naturedly over who tells the better dragon story. From the cliffs, the sea answers everything with a patient, endless rhythm. For a moment, the world feels balanced, as if nothing could ever go wrong here. The wind shifts just slightly. Not enough to worry anyone. Not yet. And with this, we're going to visit our characters. You're going to tell me who you are, what you look like, what you're doing at this time, maybe what you do in the village, your age. Don't tell us your dragon yet. We'll get to that. Okay? So, Ragna, let's start with you.
I'm Ragna. I washed up on shore. Was protected by my dragon. That's how we met. I'm slender, but fierce. Dark hair, darker eyes. A little bit of a chip on my shoulder.
And what do you do to contribute to the village? And what are you doing now, if it's different?
I hunt. I go out with my dragon and bring in food.
Okay. And where do we see Ragna right now?
On a cliff, looking down at my prey.
Okay. River.
River Toughstone is the daughter of a fisher. She is so pale that she almost looks sickly. Freckles all over her face. She has brown hair, almost silvery white eyes. She wears a horned helm with a dragon painted on the front of it. Even though she's just a fisher, she wants to be a warrior, and she's been fighting her dad about that for a long time.
Okay. And where do we see her right now?
On a boat in the water, fishing.
With her dad.
Yes.
Okay. Sana.
You see about a 5'2" person. Yes, I make my characters all the same height.
It's make believe, honey.
You can be tall for once.
I like being short.
Until she has to reach up somewhere.
Okay, then I'm gonna remember that when I have to rearrange.
Step stool for the dragon.
When I rearrange the covers.
Throw dice at you. Light ash brown hair, clear gray-green eyes, pale skin. And she is in the medical area helping make healing potions and stuff like that.
Okay. Is that what she does normally?
Yes.
Okay. Ragnar.
Ragnar's, I'm about 5'8", I would say. Long black hair, all mildly nets because I was not raised to it. I was actually raised close to the dragons in the forest around. He is a hunter. He does bring in meat to earn a living, so he gets what the family have, so that he can survive in his little hut out in the wilderness. He tends to stay more preferred towards the wild than humans. So he's probably right now currently in trees and stuff, just looking for a meal to eat.
Okay. And finally, Eric with a K.
I'm Eric Greystone, the village mason. About 6 foot tall, pretty well built. You know, breaking rocks ain't for the faint of heart. Brown hair, just all around awesome kind of dude. Everyone thinks it. They know it. Right now, you probably see me walking around in the the village, either moving stone to help repair homes, huts, anything really. Or I'll be down at the quarry busting up some stone for whatever project going along. Or maybe I'm just down by the shore, catching some rays.
Okay. So, by mid-morning, Stormrest is fully awake. The central green, little more than a wide stretch of grass bordered by stone and timber, has become the village's heartbeat. Stalls are being set up with the ease of long practice. Barrels roll into place. A cook stokes a fire already smelling faintly of herbs and fish. Someone has strung faded banners between posts, blue, white, and gold, colors softened by years of wind and sun. It's not a festival, not really. Just a good day, the kind worth marking. People greet one another by name. Outsiders are welcomed with nods, smiles, and curious glances rather than suspicion. Stormrest does not get many visitors, and when it does, it prefers to make a good impression. If this place has a secret, it's this. Nothing here is rushed. And walking by, as each of you are doing your jobs and finishing them up and walking through, you meet some of the regulars that you see. One of the fishmongers that is friends with River's family, Brynha Salthand. This broad-shouldered woman, cheerful, always smells like the ocean. And she'll make a deal with you for fresh fish, always. And you don't always have to make coins, sometimes just a good story. As you're walking by, you probably see one of the elder couples, Haldor and Sif. They're always together, always arguing gently. And you kind of hear him, "Dragons used to fly closer." And you hear her, "That's because you used to leave fish out, you old fool." You do see a child run by. You know her as Kari. She's got this carved dragon toy. One of the wings is chipped, and it's repaired with twine. And when one of the elders tries to take the toy, and no, it's not broken. It just flies different now. And then a breeze rolls in from the sea, a little bit cooler than before. The banners flutter, their colors twisting briefly in the wind. Somewhere above the cliffs, far out of sight, something large moves through the clouds, but no one sees as the day continues. If you guys would like to finish your duties and meet up and go maybe visit a fishmonger or the baker, things like that, what are you doing as this beautiful day is beginning?
I'm taking my catch to the local butcher to get a price for it.
I have a
Okay.
crack of fish on my back. Walking over to my fishmonger neighbor.
All right. I will say, Ragna, you go to the butcher and you see this large man, massive broad shoulders, reminds me of the man from Frozen.
Big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout. So that big, he's just massive. And he's got this scruffy voice like he's been around a long time. Hey, lass. What you got for me?
Got some caribou for ya.
Boy.
As
And
I holler.
as you plop it down, what takes you a little bit of strength, you're used to doing it, but the stuff's still heavy and you're not big. He picks it up one-handed and kind of inspects it. Boy, she ain't a bad one. I'll give you 50 gold.
That's a fair price.
And he kind of takes it and chucks it over his shoulder as it goes into the back room. Here, clattering of what's probably pots and pans and maybe some knives, some butcher knives. And he goes under the counter and opens up a leather sack, and you hear coins jangling together as he pops it down. There's 50 there.
And he would know that I always double check to make sure that I'm not getting gypped, and I do count it. Thank
and there's
you.
50. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right. So the change is subtle at first. The wind, so constant it fades into the background, falters just for a moment, long enough that you notice the quiet where it should be. The gulls go silent along the cliffs. One by one they lift off and scatter inland, wings beating hard as if fleeing something none of you can see. In the village green, conversation slows. Not stops, just kind of thins. A fisherman pauses mid-sentence, eyes drifting toward the horizon. A banner twists around its rope and tangles, refusing to come loose. Somewhere above, the clouds slide against one another, heavy and low, their edges bruised dark with shadow. No alarm sounds, no one runs, but something is happening in Stormrest, and Brynha squints towards the sea. Huh. Wind's wrong. And you see Kari, their carved toy dragon, spins in the dirt and then tips over. Oh, it doesn't like this. And it's kind of eerie. I'm gonna have everybody. You can either roll to read the signs or roll to read the people.
What kind of roll would that be?
So this one would be... One second. So For this, it would be... If you're going to read the signs, it would be more awareness. So it would be your aptitude. If you are going to read the people, it's resolve because it's more empathy.
Resolve it is.
I'll say because of most of your time here, most of you growing up here and living here your whole lives, except for one or so, it's not going to make it hard to read the different signs. Ragna, what do you got?
I got a 3, a 2, and a 2. So that is 7.
7.
Plus my resolve, which is 4.
That's 11. Okay. That's a success. River.
Okay, so I rolled to look at the people. I rolled a 2, a 6, and a 4. And when I re-rolled the 6, I got a 4.
That's 16.
Plus 3 for resolve.
19. That is a critical success. Sana.
Okay. So I rolled a 6, 5, and 1.
That is 12.
Rerolled the 1. Got a 6.
6.
Rerolled that 6. Got a 2.
8.
Rerolled the original 6. Got a 5.
13.
And then my resolve is 3.
16. Success.
Yes.
Ragnar.
So I went with looking at the signs for aptitude. We got 3, 2, and 6. And I rerolled the 6, I got a 5.
16.
And then my aptitude is 4.
4. 20. Critical success. And Eric with a K.
Well, I'm just so awesome at reading people. I use my resolve, and I rolled a 4, a 3, and a 4, which is a 12.
Okay. You add anything to it?
Plus 1.
13. Success. So everybody succeeds, some more than others. So, for those of you that were reading the signs, this isn't a storm pattern. Something large passed overhead recently. And those reading the peeper.
Peepers?
Yes. Those using your peepers to read the people. The older villagers are worried, and the younger ones don't understand why yet. And far out at sea, beyond the cliffs, a ripple spreads across the water, wide, fast, and gone almost as soon as it disappears, or as it appears. Whatever caused it never breaks the surface. But we'll say as you guys can kind of gather together, seeing each other, all of you know each other. Again, most of you have grown up together. Since you've been alive, Stormcrest has never faced danger, and something doesn't feel right.
I wipe my hands on my pants. They're full of dirt from foraging. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Put my cart down with all the stones from the quarry that I just broke, and kind of look around, and I'm like, I see some of the old timers looking worried, and I kind of approach one of them like, "Hey, old timer, what's got you in such a twist?"
Oh, the last time something was like this, it didn't end well.
What? dinner get spoiled or something?
No, you little shit. There was a dragon attack.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm gonna bet. Sorry.
Before we were one with dragons, but last time it was like this, a dragon attacked.
I'm gonna pat Sana's shoulder and point to the sky and make a smelly form because I don't speak much. And then gently pat my head like they're nervous.
Okay.
I run over to a pile of rocks and pull all the rocks out and grab my secret weapon stash where I have my spear
Okay.
and my shield because my dad doesn't let me have it even though I'm an adult.
Okay.
And then I run back over.
Okay.
I don't like this.
The wind comes back all at once. Not how it was before, playful and constant, but sharp, slicing through the village like a blade. Cloaks snap, banners tear free from their ropes. Smoke is ripped sideways from chimneys, stinging eyes and throats. People stop pretending to notice. Conversations die, stalls are abandoned where they stand. Everyone drifts slowly and unconsciously towards the center of Stormrest. You're not ordered there, you're pulled. Above you, the clouds churn, rolling low and fast, pressing down on the village as if the sky itself is leaning in to listen. Then, a sound. Deep, distant. Thunder? No. A roar. You see children clinging to their parents, spears raised, not knowing what is going on. This is not a practice drill. This, whatever this is, hasn't happened in decades. Now, you guys have two choices. And you guys can split. Some of you can do one, some of you can do the other. You can hold the crowd together or track the sound.
I'm tracking the sound.
I'm tracking the sound.
I'll be tracking the sound because I don't deal with people.
Tracking the sound.
Well, not just gonna sit here by myself, so I'll go with those guys.
Okay, Matthew. All right.
That is not who I'm basing my guy off of. But
All right, everybody, this is awareness. So, go ahead and do aptitude. I'm going to say that this is going to be a little bit harder.
Of course you say that.
Just because this isn't something you guys are used to.
Okay.
All right. Ragna.
I got a 6, a 4, and a 3. Rerolled the
13.
6 for 4,
17.
plus my aptitude is 3.
3. That's a critical success for a 20. All right. River.
Just double checking. I get an extra die because I succeeded critically last time, right? Okay.
Yes.
I forgot to roll that. Okay. So I rolled a 6, a 1, a 3, and a 3.
13.
I re-rolled the 6, got a 2.
15.
Re-rolled the 1, got a 4.
11.
Plus 1.
12. Just succeeds. Sana.
Well, I got the first failure of the night.
Not surprising.
Uh-oh.
Keep in mind, everybody, I want to know, Kate came up with the
I
system.
designed this system specifically for Pam.
So, because Pam, if any of you all remember, Pam is notorious for rolling low. That's not her fault. It's just how the dice gods have blessed her, or lack thereof. And still, she keeps defying
Gravity.
Yeah.
What do you got?
A 4, 3, and a 2.
9,
My aptitude's a +1.
10. That is a fail.
This is why you can never roll against Will Wheaton, because you will
The
I
universe
wanna do
would
that.
implode.
I want to do that though.
No.
I want to
Think of
see
the
how
children.
Will Wheaton rolls on my system. Ragnar, what do you got?
A total of 25.
Critical success. Eric with a K.
So I rolled a 4, a 2, and a 6, which was 12.
12.
Then I rolled another 6,
That's 18.
and then I rolled a 5.
That's 23
Yes.
plus.
Nothing. It's 23.
You don't have
I have nothing in
aptitude.
aptitude.
I thought everything was a
It should
1.
be a 1.
Oh, then it would be
Everything
20
has a base of 1.
Oh, then it would be 20. Then it would be 24. Then
24.
that's right.
That's a critical success.
Of course.
Anyways, so for the one person that failed, you assume the attack's coming from above. While everyone else, you hear the roar came from below the cliffs, not above. Keep in mind, you guys are on a floating isle. So something's coming from below.
I see Sana just staring up into the clouds. Hey, Sana. Heads down.
I don't
And-
respond to Eric with a K.
A shadow passes across the village, not fast, not attacking, struggling. High above the cliffs, framed against the bruised clouds, a dragon breaks through the mist, sleek, dark, one wing folding wrong as if it fights to stay aloft. Smoke trails from its side in thin, uneven curls. It doesn't roar again. It falters. Then it vanishes beyond the cliffs with a crash so deep it shakes the ground beneath your feet. You have witnessed a dragon crash. A dragon you've never seen before. And one of the villagers, he is this little bit of a bigger guy. His name's Tormund Pike-Eye. He draws his weapon. That thing doesn't leave our land alive.
Whoa, whoa. Slow it down there as I approach.
He looks at you. If you have something to say, say it now.
Alright. Put the sword down. Let's figure out what's going on. Doesn't look like it's going to do any damage. But
We need to find out what that dragon crashed from. If there's something that can take down something that big, then it's a danger to us.
I go and approach the dragon.
Oh, it's off far.
Oh, father.
It went past the cliffs, so it's a trek to go find it.
Let's go. Let's call our dragons and go investigate before my dad tries to stop me.
Does everybody agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I call out, Mayfly!
Okay, and would you please tell us what kind of dragon and what it looks like.
So my dragon is a stormcutter, named Mayfly. Mayfly is a very deep, like bluey, purpley kind of stormcutter, with like bright orange eyes.
Okay. And just kind of like
So,
do you like to explain what kind of dragon, what it looks like?
do you have to ask?
Well, they don't know.
Night Fury.
Okay.
So it looks almost exactly like Toothless,
But not copyrighted.
No.
but not.
But it's not Toothless.
No, of course not.
So that would be copyright. And in this, Night Furies are not rare. They are abundant, as are Light Furies.
Instead of green eyes, it has blue eyes.
Light Furies and Night Furies are abundant in this world, in this story. So that's what makes us unique. They're not all dead. Who's next?
Firelight!
Would you like to explain, please?
Monstrous nightmare. With dark red and bright orange stripes and a black underbelly.
Okay.
I let out this loud whistle that if anyone's too close, it may or may not hurt their ears. As
Okay.
my dragon comes flying, it is a deadly natter. Black, mostly black scales with some white streaks.
Okay. You hear that?
Okay. Kind of look around like, hey, yo, bro!
Stupid.
And come swooping in is also a stormcutter named Glimmerjaw. Glimmerjaw is a multicolored, almost kind of like a fish scale kind of color, where it just kind of like the colors shimmer, multicolor. And I kind of just pat it up. What's up, bro? And I just climb up.
Okay. All right. And everybody takes off. The various dragons. The climb is fast. The world drops away beneath you as Stormrest shrinks to a scatter of rooftops and smoke. The sea stretches endless and bright, broken only by white caps in the distant line of the horizon. The wind up here is colder, heavier. It presses against your chest and rattles your teeth, carrying the smell of smoke and blood. Ahead, beyond the cliffs, you see it. A thin trail of dark smoke curling upward from the rocks below. Jagged stone juts from the surf like broken teeth, waves crashing violently against them. Something massive moved through this place recently, leaving deep gouges in the rock. Your dragons feel it too. Their wings tighten. Their flight grows sharper, more focused. Whatever fell here is still alive. Barely. You descend into a narrow cove hidden between sheer cliff walls. The sea churns violently below, foaming white as it slams into stone. The air here is thick with the smell of scorched salt and iron. Blackened rock marks the path of impact, cracked and melted as if fire kissed it too hard. At the center of the cove lies the dragon. Smaller than the legends, younger. One wing is twisted beneath its body at a painful angle, the membrane torn and burned. A jagged shard of metal, a ballista head, old and rusted, juts from its side. Its chest rises and falls in uneven, shuddering breaths. Smoke curls weakly from its nostrils. As your dragons land around it, wings folding low, the wounded dragon lifts its head just enough to see you. It doesn't roar, doesn't flee. One uninjured eye watches you, bright, aware, and afraid. Now, another roll. You can try to read the wounded dragon or assess the injury.
I will assess the injury.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try to read the
That
dragon.
is, I'll say they'll both use aptitude. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna
Reading
read.
the wounded dragon, assessing the injury.
I'm reading the dragon because
First one.
used to.
Read the wounded dragon.
I'll read the wounded dragon.
Okay, that is empathy. So that would be resolve.
I got a 12.
Success.
Thank God.
I got a 6 to read the dragon.
That's actually a success. Barely. Ragna?
Well, I got a 3, a 4, and a 1. Rerolling the 1. A 3.
5.
And my resolve is a 4.
9. Success. Ragnar?
6, 5.
Jeez.
Oh, I
5.
forgot I had an extra.
23. You're over 30. That's a critical success. Eric with a K.
2, 2, and a 5. That's 9 plus 1 is 10. And that's for reading it.
Success. Okay. Those of you who are reading the wounded dragon, it recognizes your dragons before you, and its fear kind of softens. Assessing the injury, the metal must be removed carefully or it will bleed out. So now you can always try to have your dragons communicate with this dragon. You're not sure if it will work. You can try to extract this. If it's done wrong, you can make it bleed out. You also need to stop any bleeding.
I will try to remove.
Okay.
I will try to have my dragon communicate.
Okay. So with that, I will say, Ragnar, as your dragon steps closer, the others instinctively lower their heads, giving space. The wounded dragon tenses at first, claws scraping stone, a low, broken hiss rumbling in its throat. Then your dragon lets out a sound that's not a roar. It's softer, controlled. A tone felt more in the chest than heard in the ears. The wounded dragon stills. Its breathing slows just slightly. And for a moment, the world narrows. Ragnar, you don't hear words. You feel them. Pain, fear, confusion, and something else. Betrayal. Not personal. Old, heavy, inherited. The dragon remembers fire from the ground, nets in the sky, screams that weren't its own. It did not come here to attack. It came here because it was chased, because it was hurt, because it had nowhere else to land. Please make me a communication roll. This will be guile.
Five, 4, 1. With 1 first or the 5 first to reroll?
It is, if you have a critical success, you gain 1 die.
Right.
So it becomes 4d6 and 5s and 6s explode.
Right. I was wondering if you want the 1 to reroll first or the. Is this my
It
cue?
doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to reroll the 1 first.
Okay.
Which is a 2.
Okay.
So that's 5, 6, 10, 14. So down to 2 is
12.
12. So reroll on the 5, which is a 2. So back up to 14 plus 2.
16. That 16 is a critical success. So you receive a clear emotional image, a hidden route out of the cove. Now, over to you, Sana. The metal is old, rusted, barbed, designed not to come out easily. It's buried deep in scale and muscle, wedged between ribs that rise and fall with every labored breath. Smoke curls from the wound, not fire, but heat struggling to escape a body that can no longer regulate it. As you place your hands on the metal, the dragon flinches hard enough to crack stone beneath its claws, and its eye locks on you, waiting. You are going to make an extraction roll. Now, I will say, because the communication from the dragon succeeded, you gain a +1 modifier.
Okay, so that would be what?
For this,
Yeah.
you can choose between might and finesse.
Well, they're both 2, so. You know what? Fuck me. Fuck.
Sure, we're gonna kill an ancient dragon.
Yep. 1, 2, 5.
8,
-5
3,
+3.
6. That is a critical failure.
Oh, God.
So as you grab it, the barb tears on the way out, and it begins to bleed. You hear this. As the metal is being pulled, the dragon screams, echoes up the cliff walls, a cry of pain, and above you, stones tumble off the cliff edge, and far off, carried faintly on the wind, you hear. a horn. The hunt has begun. Now this dragon is bleeding out. What are you going to do?
We gotta stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very dirty look from Ragnar right now.
Quick. It's bleeding
Cauterize
out.
the pressure.
I'll put pressure on it. I don't know what to fucking do.
Put pressure on it. Cauterize the wound. Something. Anybody's dragon breathe fire.
Firelight. Mine does. Mine sets itself on fire.
Anybody have metal on them?
Just my arrow tips.
I hold out my knife.
Even metal weapons. You heat them up, they cauterize wounds.
I go to my pack that's on my dragon, and I pull out.
I pull out
see-
my sword.
It's going to seem strange because I mix my tools with my weapons. I pull out a shovel. Yes, I have a shovel.
Okay.
And I go to.
I mean, it'd be big enough for a dragon wound.
I go to Glimmer. Because I hit me, bro.
And this fire encases it. This thing is red hot.
Cool. And I go over to the bleeding dragon, and I'm like, all right, no doctor, but it's gonna suck. Someone trying to hold this guy.
It's a
Hold a
dragon.
5,000-pound dragon.
All right, bro, I tried.
Cool, you got to roll for this.
I duck and move away from the dragon.
Roll vitality.
Vitality, okay.
While it may scare others, I actually go up and hug the dragon, trying to comfort it.
Okay.
All right, a 5, 5, and a 2,
12.
plus 1.
Didn't you get a crit before?
Yes, I did.
Which means you get another dice and those 5s explode.
Okay, and that extra dice I just rolled was a 6, so I have 2 exploding
That's
dice.
18. You have 3.
5, 5,
You got a 5, 5, and a 2, and then a 6.
That's right. Oh, I get right.
That's 18.
Okay. There's 5. A 6.
Okay, that's 24.
A 2.
26.
Another 5.
31. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. You're tapped out. Critical success. As the wound is cauterized with a shovel, you guys can smell the burning scales.
kind of looked at everybody. Oh yeah, I totally could have been a doctor. As I kind of put this down.
So again, the flesh sear smoke pours upward in a thick black plume, and then the bleeding stops. Now, because this was a strong success, the wound seals cleanly. The bleeding fully stops. The dragon remains conscious and does not lash out. And it gained a respect imprint, which means it remembers you as the one that saved it.
Did I get the disrespect imprint, the one that tried to kill it?
No.
I go back to Glim, and I put the now cooler shovel back. I'm like, right on, bro.
After the pain crests, the dragon slumps, collapsing fully onto the stone. Smoke curls weakly from the cauterized wound, but the frantic rise and fall of its chest slows. One eye cracks open, glassy and exhausted. It looks at you. All of you, not with trust, not with hatred, with something wrong. And you can hear, once again, the sound of war horns that you have never heard in your lifetime, but you know what they are.
We need to get back. I pull my fish sack that I've still been carrying out and give it some fish. We gotta get out of here while this thing recovers.
Yeah.
I pet the dragon and like rest my head on it. You'll be safe.
I'm just, in a way, making a gentle purring sound of sorts since I'm cuddling it still from someone cauterizing it with a pillow. Before I generally point to the direction where I think the hordes are coming from and look up there and see if that is what's chasing.
Okay. So anything, so that horn's coming from your village. You don't see anything in your immediate vicinity. You would have to fly back to your village.
Oh, I was just going off sound.
Oh yeah, you can't hear.
A horn that was chasing him since I knew something was chasing.
Yeah, no, the horns are the warning horns from your village.
Okay.
They're war horns.
Oh, it's hunting horns.
Yeah.
I look to Sana and show some grass as if she heading hers to help.
Okay. So, everybody's flying back to the village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. The flight back to Stormrest feels wrong. The wind no longer plays with your cloaks. It pushes hard and urgent. Smoke rises ahead of you, not from hearth fires, not from cooking pits, but in thick, uneven columns that smear the sky gray and black. Your dragons beat their wings harder and faster. They know the smell. Burned wood. Burned stone. Burned home. Stormrest is broken. Longhouses lie collapsed inward. Roofs burned through and caved in. The central green is scorched black. The grass reduced to ash and mud beneath countless footprints and claw marks. Stalls are overturned, smashed apart as if they were toys. The watchtower nearest the cliff is gone entirely. Nothing left but a jagged stump of stone and a fallen bell half buried in rubble. Smoke drifts lazily now, no longer fed by flame. The fires have already burned themselves out. There are no bodies in the streets, no enemies standing victorious, no horns sounding anymore. Just silence. The kind that comes after something terrible has already finished happening. As you all land.
I get down and I rush over to where my house would be, and the roof is caved in and it was on fire. I was like, my stuff!
I jump off of my dragon and run to my family's fishing hut looking for my dad. It's burned down in rubble. Dad, are you here somewhere? Dad!
Okay, with that, everybody, you can either read the aftermath or find survivors.
I'm looking for people.
Find survivors.
I'm going to be reading the aftermath.
Yeah, I'm reading the aftermath.
Both of those our aptitude. All right. Ragnar, what you got?
A total of 15.
And you're reading the aftermath?
Yes, I'm reading the aftermath.
Okay. Success. River.
A total of 4, and I'm looking for people. Specifically,
Okay.
my dad.
Okay. Fail. Not a crit, but a fail. Sana.
Looking for people. 7.
Fail. Ragnar.
I was reading and got a 24.
Critical success. Eric with a K.
I was looking for people. After everything, I wound up with a 9.
Barely succeeds. Okay.
Wow.
For reading the aftermath. This was organized. Multiple dragons coordinated. For those of you that failed finding survivors, there are no immediate signs of life. For those that succeeded, there's signs that people weren't killed. They were taken. There is one voice from beneath a collapsed beam near the longhouse. A voice calls out, They took them.
I run over.
And their hand is holding out. This beam collapse on top of them, and they grab your hand and kind of hold it. They took the elders first. And the hand releases and drops.
Rest easy, old timer. I go back to the others. Looks like everyone was taken, including the elderly.
Taken? By who?
Don't know.
And
The
where?
guy. I don't know.
So most of you are not used to me actually speaking, and in a worried tone, which I just say dragons. Which Sana and maybe Ragnar would know. I mean, I'm worried about dragons if they were taken or not.
This was organized. This was very organized. And it wasn't just one. It was a lot.
Bet you any money our new friend over yonder probably escaped whoever did this to our home. Question is, what do they want with everybody? It's a mystery.
Taking what Ragnar said into consideration, I'm gonna look to see if there's any of our dragons left or if those were also taken, besides the ones that we have with us.
They are gone. The entire roost is empty.
Fuck.
Shit. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can see any signs of where they went, which direction or anything like that.
Okay. Aptitude.
A 5, a 3, and a 1. Another 1. Another 1. Switching out the die. A 3.
Okay, 5, 3, 1 is 9. 8, 7. 6, 5, 4.
Plus 3.
7. It's actually a success.
Okay.
So, as the smoke thins and the wind carries ash out to sea, the details begin to surface. Small things at first. Scorch marks that twist instead of spread. Stone melted into spirals, not cracks. Claw gouges that cut too clean, too precise, as if guided. These were not dragon Stormrest knows. Near the remains of the central green, something catches the light. You see a shard of metal, half buried in ash, blackened but intact.
I pick it up.
Okay. You brush the debris away. You find a crest. Forged steel. Heavy. Warm to the touch despite the cooling air. Its surface is etched with a symbol you've never seen before. A three-eyed dragon skull. Its jaws bound shut with a chain. Behind it, a jagged sunburst, sharp, uneven rays like broken blades. The mark is deliberate, left where it would be found.
So one of us to find
I will
this.
say, Ragna, your dragon stiffens when it sees the crest. And you hear this. A low, involuntary growl ripples through its chest, wings twitch, half spreading before it forces them back down. The symbol's not unfamiliar to your dragons. It's feared.
I reach up and I pat her side. It's all right.
You can, if you'd like, make a dragon memory roll.
Okay.
Okay.
What would that be?
This would be Guile.
Guile? Okay. Cat, I need you to move.
Because it is the instincts that bond with your dragon.
Okay, so I got a 6, a 3, and a 1. So 6, 7, 9, 10.
That's
We're
10.
rolling the 1. A 6.
4.
We're rolling that. 5.
9.
Rerolling my 6. Another 6.
15.
Rerolling that. A 1.
16.
A 5.
11.
Plus 4.
15. Okay. It's a success. In your dragon's memory, half whispered, half felt, a name surfaces. The Ashbound Covenant. They're not raiders, they're not hunters, they're binders. And you see in its memories the dragons. The dragons that attacked Stormrest were wrong. Their wings beat unevenly, reinforced with metal struts and rune-etched plates. fire burned a sickly white blue, hot enough to melt stone but controlled to a terrifying degree. Their eyes, too many of them, glowed faintly beneath layered scales, watching in more than one direction at once. These dragons were not born this way. They were made.
I'm going to relay the memory to everyone.
I let off a deep, annoyed / angry rumble in my throat.
The Ash guys sound like trouble.
We're gonna have to fuck them up.
Yeah.
You think you're up for it, River?
One way to find out.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Totally got your back. But, you need some serious firepower. I kind of go over to where Glim is, and I got just a bag of all my weapons and tools, the stuff that I recovered. I was like, get you covered.
I have my spear. I think I'll be okay, but thanks.
I pack.
What's that?
Limping over is that wounded dragon.
Yeah.
I run
It's a new
over
friend.
to help support.
And immediately it freezes. Its head snaps up towards the sky. Every muscle locks. The faint glow behind its eye flares bright, then dims. Your dragons react instantly, wings flaring wide, a warning rumble rolling through their chests. The wind shifts, not naturally, purposefully. High above the village, the clouds begin to part. Not torn open, but drawn aside like a curtain pulled back by unseen hands. And there, silhouetted against the light of the broken sky, you see it. A dragon unlike any you have ever seen. Larger than the others, heavily armored, runes burned into its scales, glowing faintly with the same cold light you saw in the Ashbound Covenant's crest. Chains hang from its chest and wings, adorning it. Upon its back stands a single rider, wrapped in ash-gray armor, face hidden behind a three-eyed helm. The dragon doesn't attack. It circles once, slowly. And as it passes overhead, the rider turns its head and looks directly at all of you. The rider raises one hand, not in threats, in acknowledgement. Then the dragon lets out a roar that shakes the bones of the cliff and vanishes back into the clouds, leaving only silence behind. In your hand, that ashbound crest cracks straight down the middle. And from the wounded dragon, you all feel one final shared thought, clearer than anything before. They have found you. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take our break. So, we will be back in 15 minutes to pick up our story and see where the dragons went. Please don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And we're back. All right. So, all right. So, again, you saw this dragon that and the wounded dragon saying in your heads, "They have found you."
Oh shit. Guess they'll come to us.
Hey, good.
I'm just looking up, watching if it's still within our sight. But I think you said it went out of our sight.
Correct.
So I'll be watching the skies, and I have this very annoyed look, not for the people, but for the missing dragons.
We should follow it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do a chase scene,
Yeah, we should follow it.
but
Wherever
if
it's going,
that's what you want, you better hurry before it disappears.
Yep,
Yep.
let's do it.
Yep. Chasing this bastard.
All right. Chasing. All right. So, you all jump on your dragons, and the air explodes beneath you as you launch skyward, ash and debris spiraling up from the ruined village below. The armored dragon ahead banks hard toward the open sea, clouds swallowing it. It's not a retreat, it's a test, and you're taking it now. Round 1. There's 3 rounds. So, the clouds close around you like jaws. Wind howls, ripping at cloaks and armor. Visibility drops to seconds at a time. Dragon silhouettes vanishing and reappearing in flashes of lightning-lit gray. Now, each of you can choose something different. You can push speed, navigate the storm, coordinate with the group, or help protect the wounded dragon that has flown after you.
Should probably help out our new friend.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna try to help navigate the storm.
Okay.
I'm pushing for speed.
Same.
All right. So, if you are protecting the wounded dragon, it is going to be resolve. If you are pushing speed, it is going to be finesse. If you are navigating the storm, it is going to be finesse as well. So, Ragnar, what do you got?
Still rolling because I got a 6, a 5, a 6. That's a 4. And that's a 2. So 23 plus my finesse because I'm doing speed, which is plus 4.
It's 27.
Yep, 27 total.
Critical success. River.
I go zoom.
19 total to navigate the storm.
Critical success. Sauna.
Helping the dragon. 15.
Success. Ragnar.
Speed, also 27.
Critical success. Eric with a K.
You have to always introduce me that way.
Yes.
I'm helping the dragon. 16.
Success.
Of course.
Okay. So protecting the wounded dragon just means that you guys are just flying next to the dragon, keeping it steady, kind of going under it sometimes if it dips down, making sure that it does not get hit. Navigating the storm, you're leading the way until two dragons fly past you as Ragnar and Ragnar take off, and you're able to all right, now he's going to try to push speed. Let's use new dice. We'll go with this. No, this one. Takes off like a rocket. And when he does, he releases this burst of white blue fire into a cloud bank, and the heat destabilizes the air itself. I need everybody to make your choice, either a finesse or might. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You can choose, as you look at your cheat sheet, you have some roll examples. You can choose a dodge or evade, or to do an aerial maneuver.
What is our bond dice again?
So your bond level would be with this, your bond level would be 3. So that gives you will roll your finesse plus your bond.
Okay,
So you add finesse and bond.
So would that be 3d6 for the bond?
So it's your 3d6, and then you add your finesse and your bond together. It's just like when you are rolling for your initiative.
Okay, so we just add the 3.
Correct.
Okay.
Right now, so you have a bond level of 3. Just because you guys have been with your dragons for long enough. Once you've been with them longer, you get perfectly synced, which is 5.
And is the option on the rolls cheat sheet? Because I can't see them.
It is the rolls cheat sheet.
Okay. Just gonna.
So with that, again, you can choose either to dodge and evade, which is finesse plus bond plus speed, or an aerial maneuver, which is your finesse plus your bond.
Okay, so dodge evade. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Ragna.
So I'm doing the dodge evade.
Okay.
I got a total of 28.
Critical success. River.
A total of 20 for dodge evade.
Critical success. Sauna.
Thank God I chose the finesse, the dodge evade. 15
Success.
from a 4.
Ragnar.
I did aerial maneuvers and got 30 plus.
Critical success. And Eric with a K.
All right. So initially, 6, 4, to 3, 13. You're rolling the 6. Plus 3. And I'm doing an aerial maneuver, so that we'll be adding a 3 to that because of my finesse. And 3 for the bond level.
Okay.
So that is 19.
Okay. That is a success. So, those of you that just do the dodge evade, you're able to hang in there. Those of you that do the aerial maneuver, you actually do a flip and barrel roll out of it and come back stable.
I'm like,
All right, lightning cracks through the storm, and for a heartbeat, you see the truth. The enemy's dragon's wings don't flex naturally. Metal plates shift, locking and unlocking with each beat. Runes flare along its spine, feeding energy directly into its muscle and flame. This dragon's being forced to fly faster than it should. Now, you have a choice on this one. Study the dragon. Draw its attention, close the distance, or shield an ally.
Unanimous or each?
Each.
Okay.
Each get to choose.
Work to close the distance.
Okay, so if you are studying the dragon, it is going to be aptitude. If you are drawing its attention, it's guile. If you are closing the distance, it is finesse. And if you are shielding an ally, it is vitality. Roll accordingly. Remember, if you got a crit, you gain a dice, and 5s and 6s explode. Ragna.
Still rolling. Because I got a 6, a 3, a 2, a 5, and then another 5, and another 5.
Do we need to make Dungeons and Magi branded calculators
yes.
that come along if you buy a special edition of this? It comes with a calculator.
Or a calculator that can roll and then add the rolls together.
Yeah. Wonder if I can invent that.
So, with everything rolled, because I got a 6, a 3, a 2, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 2, a 1, minus 2, plus my aptitude, I rolled an even 30.
Critical success.
Jesus.
This is why I invented this.
And you were trying to do what?
Study the dragon.
Okay. River.
A 21 to get its attention.
Critical success. Just like, run me like a river. Sana.
Studying the dragon. 11.
Success.
Fuck you for thinking it's an automatic fail.
Am I wrong in that
Ragnar.
assessment?
Close in the distance, 26.
Critical success. Eric with a K.
Closing the distance, 16.
Success. I have often dreamed. Oh wait, wrong one. Let's go the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. So, studying the dragon. You recognize the dragon can't sustain the speed much longer, and that the rider is controlling it through those chains that are attached to it, drawing its attention. How would you like to draw its attention?
I want to try to knock the rider off so that it's focused on me.
Okay, I'm going to have you try and gain some speed.
Okay.
So this is going to be a high roll.
Okay.
It is going to use your finesse, and this will be a target number which is heroic. So it has to be above a 15.
Okay. And do I add my bond or my dragon speed to that?
If you want to turn this into an aerial maneuver, you can.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to kind of like try to like clip it with its feet or something like that and knock them off.
Or, I mean, it's up to you. You could also, if you want, you can make a breath attack.
No, I want to focus on knocking it down because I want to.
You can also attack with your weapons as well, while on a dragon.
Okay, I think I'm going to keep with the maneuver because my finesse and my might aren't that great.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can, if you want to do a melee attack, so like a dragon claw at the rider,
Mm-hmm.
you can do a melee attack. That would be might plus bond plus power.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
Okay.
that gives you that actually gives you one extra bonus. So, for those watching at home, this is not how Arcanum Foundry in itself is written, but the joy of this system is that you can add little quirks like the power, the speed, the bond. This was all added just for this one shot. And you'll see in 13th Sigil, we're adding fear and things like that. Just based off of that. So there's ways to take this and kind of
Make it your own.
yeah, you can kind of just tweak it how you want. A lot, and I don't want to hate on other creations in 5e, of course, because that's how we started. But 5e is kind of set in its ways. It's not easy to tweak, especially the roll systems.
Okay.
This, it is. And you don't need fancy $40 dice. You can go open your Monopoly box, open your Yahtzee box, grab a normal D6 dice, and you can play. But buy our dice.
Yes.
So we start with 3 priority tokens, right?
Correct.
I would like to use 1 to reroll a die.
Okay.
So that means 9 plus 1 is 10, and then our bond is 3, right?
Yes.
So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Success. Try and claw at him. You do hit him. He does hold. Actually, let's see if he does.
And I shout out, "Stop torturing that thing!"
He holds on. He's okay. Closing the distance, you're able to swarm up. He's going to try and speed up. $21. Takes off again. All right. The storm thins suddenly. Ahead, the clouds tear open to reveal jagged sea spires, needle-thin stone pillars rising from the waves like broken teeth. The enemy dragon dives straight towards them. Too fast and too low. You have a choice. You can push harder, save the dragon, or mark them, and I will explain further. Pushing harder, you can try to catch the rider, a massive risk to your dragons. Success may reveal the rider's identity. Failure can cause serious injury. You can save the dragon. The enemy dragon falters. The riders, you can intervene. You can save the dragon, not the rider. The enemy will escape, but the indebted dragon remains. Or you can mark them, tracking them magically or symbolically. Sacrifice distance for safety and guarantee future confrontation. This has to be a group decision.
Fuck you.
Because you can only choose one.
Okay, my thought is that we save the dragon because the dragon might be able to tell us where they're at.
That's my thought too.
Yeah.
Same.
But if the rider escapes, the rider can go tell the camp, hey, they're coming. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we never get our people back.
The marking and the saving, that will be the end. But my character would not even attempt to try to put his own dragon in danger.
our best bet is to mark.
Yeah.
I think if we mark, he's going to tell his people.
Does anybody have the ability to mark? There is a class that allows it. Did anybody choose it? Look at your abilities.
Okay.
I mean, I can try to command the dragon.
You could.
But I don't have a marking ability.
I
I
don't
don't
have
either.
marking.
I'm looking.
I don't think I have it either.
Soon as I
Peter?
find the dragons.
You don't.
Yeah.
No, my class.
None of you do.
Okay.
It's in one of the classes you guys didn't choose.
So we either save the dragon or we.
I mean, Ragna can attempt to control the dragon. They have that ability. As a rogue tamer, they can command a dragon for a short amount of time, or they can not just a dragon, any beast.
I'm going to.
But again, that's saving the dragon.
Honestly, it's what Ragnar would do: is try to save the dragon.
Yeah.
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 especially with those
Save
being
the
dragon.
so.
Yeah, I say save the dragon.
Okay. Are we having Ragnar try to control the dragon? I will say that even if Ragnar controls the dragon, the rider is still holding on.
I mean, I could try and hit it with my shovel.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So you guys will probably have to find a way to disconnect the rider from the dragon.
I'm gonna try to knock him off again.
That's what the shovel's for.
I mean, you can all make an attack on him.
I mean, I have a sword.
All right.
I'm gonna try and drive by. I'm gonna fly by and just whack right with the shovel.
Can we try to snatch the rider right off?
You can try.
I think that's what I would try to do so that they can focus on the
It'd be a
dragon.
melee
and
attack.
maybe I can
You
get
would
it.
go by and try and pick him up.
Yeah.
So it would be a contested melee attack.
Okay.
Actually, how about let me try and hit him first? Because then if I knock him out, he won't be able to contest grabbing him.
Yeah, I can
He's
try to
still
like.
contesting you.
Well, true, but
I will say my might and my finesse are not good. It would just be relying on my dragons if I were to do it.
my finesse is decent.
So you try first, and then I'll go to grab him afterwards.
You're
Alright.
not using finesse. It's a melee attack.
Oh
You're
yeah,
using
it'd be
might.
might, which is
Oh.
2.
It's just might.
That's still better than mine.
And okay.
It's just might because you're not using your dragon,
Oh yeah, so it'd just be might and no, you're right,
Just might.
just might.
and it's a 2d6 because it's an attack.
6 and a 3. That's 6 again. 2 plus 2, 13.
Okay. You go fly up and you try to swing, and he 17. I rolled. He had a crit from the last thing, so I had double 5s. Re-rolled and got a 6, and a 2, then re-rolled and got a 2. So he ducks under, and he is going to try to make an attack on you.
Oh.
So
I'll probably
he
try.
is going to drop one of the chains, and it wraps around his waist, and he grabs a sword or a dagger and tries to chuck it at your head.
Would I be able to use dodge and evade to get away from that?
No, because it's kind of happening at the same time.
Okay.
So the dodge and evade is more to like use your dragon to avoid other dragons. So this is going to be contested
2d6.
2d6. What'd you get?
22.
To 14.
Whoa!
You hear it whiz past your ear.
Whoa!
If it would have hit you, it would have stuck right in your forehead.
Ugh. Now they're gonna go on Eric with a K.
Yeah. The K stands for killed. Okay.
I'm going to try and command the dragon to halt.
Okay. With that, that's a guile.
Yep. Well, and because I have the unruly affinity, I can add my bond to that.
Yes, you can.
So, and I had a crit last time, so that is. Let me get my calculator out.
Let me definitely really should think about selling calculators.
Yeah. At least I chose an easy one. Like adding 1 to 6 is pretty easy. It's not like you're adding like 5 to 11 to 12 to 20 to. It doesn't bounce around. It's always between 1 and 6.
That dagger, you said, was attached to the chain?
No. No, the chain, when he let go, it wrapped around his waist to hold him in place.
So he lost that dagger.
Yeah.
Plus my
It's okay. He has more.
I figured.
4 plus 3. And total at 24.
That's a critical success.
Yes.
So you see, the dragon stops, and the rider kind of jerks forward.
And I don't just say it, I yell it like from the depths of my soul. Halt!
He does hold on with a 17. Is able to hold on, but River, if you would like to do a fly-by snatching.
Yep. So that would be...
I will say this needs to be heroic, so it needs to be a 15 or up
Okay.
to succeed.
So a snatch, I'm sorry, would be a...
It's a melee attack, so might plus bond plus power.
Okay. (13, 14, 15, 16, 17). I shoot, because I gotta get an 18, right? I'm at 17.
Keep going. Is that it?
Yeah.
You need a 15.
Oh, okay.
15 or up.
Okay, yep, I got a 17.
Okay. You grab him. He drops the chains. The dragon's sitting there, hovering. You now have him in your dragon's claws. What are you doing? You can
You're
either
coming with me.
fucking drop him or turn around and take him back to your burned down village.
I'm gonna take him back because we're gonna interrogate him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and circle around and see if I can try to guide that rider's dragon back with us.
Well,
wait.
Ragnar already has the command, so she just has to tell it to follow, and it'll follow. It happens for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And I tell it to follow.
This weird wing flap. It's unethical. As you all, everybody turning around and going back.
Yeah.
You bank back.
Oh, you poor thing.
Any words for the man dangling from the claws of River's dragon?
I kind of fly up next to him. I'm like, hang in there, bro.
Oh. I'm staying with the dragon because I want to make sure that it's actually okay and see how we can help it because that's not right.
I'm going to be flying by the ancient dragon and giving commands to mine to help keep it alert to get back.
All right. So, the rider hangs in your dragon's grip, armor scorched, helm cracked. Whatever confidence they wore is gone now, replaced with rigid, furious silence. Just like, imagine him just sitting there.
So we're back on the ground?
No, you're still flying. They don't struggle. You have a prisoner now. And the flight back to Stormcrest is different. The storms part around you, not fleeing but yielding. The sea below stretches dark and endless, broken by white caps and moonlight. Between your dragons flies the Augmented One, wings uneven, movements cautious. The runes along its scales flicker erratically, dimming with every beat as the broken chains trail uselessly behind it. It glances at the wounded dragon you saved earlier, not with hatred, but with recognition. And Stormcrest rises into view, still broken, still smoking, still standing. And you're able to circle once over the ruins and land.
Okay. The first thing I'm doing is having my dragon hold this guy down while I find a rope and tie him up.
Okay.
Then I'm going to rip his helmet off. His or her helmet, I suppose.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm with the poor dragon. And I'm looking to see how the augmentations are attached to it and see if they can be removed safely.
I grab my shovel and I go with River and help guard the prisoner. I'm just kind of like holding the shovel.
I hold out a small dagger. This will do more than that stupid shovel.
Please. Old Astrid and I have been through a lot.
I'm sorry, did he name his shovel?
Yes.
I'm with Ragna.
And I thought I was
my character's named all his tools and weapons.
This one's Astrid, this one's Hiccup. I mean, you didn't think about that when you named it Astrid, did you?
I did, but Astrid is actually a fairly common Norse and Old English name. So
Okay, we won't get into the history of it.
No,
we'll be here for days.
I was not going to do that. I don't know the history of that name.
So, you take off the helmet. The helm comes free with a sharp metallic scrape. Not easily. It resists for just a moment, as if reluctant to let go of the face that is hidden, before tearing loose in your hands. Not sure what you expect underneath. It's not a monster, not scarred, not twisted. They're young. Younger than you expected. Their skin is pale where the armor has shielded it from the sun, marked only by thin geometric scars burned into the temples. It's not an injury. Looks ritualistic. Their eyes are the most unsettling part. Not wild, not afraid. Steady, calculating, almost curious. Ash clings to their hair, cut short and uneven, as if it's been burned away more than once. When they look at you, there's no hatred in their gaze. They're assessing you. Like someone deciding how dangerous you really are. And as they sit there, you're going to ask the wrong questions, but I'll answer anyway. I'm curious how long it takes you to realize what you've already lost.
Feeling mighty cocky for a little pipsqueak like you. I'm just kind of like the shovel in my hand.
I will say, for those interrogating, you have the option now, if you would like, to try to read their intent.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be a resolve, because it is empathy, trying to read some insiders, they're empathic.
Okay. I got a 16.
Okay. From what you can tell before even asking them questions, they believe what they're doing is necessary, not cruel.
Eric, give it a minute. I'm gonna sit
Failure.
in front of him, or is it a male, female, non-binary?
Is a male.
No, okay. I'm gonna sit in front of him. Assuming I have him on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, you've piqued my interest. If we'll ask the wrong questions, what are the right ones?
That is for you to decide.
Well, apparently you've decided them already. So, be my guest. Tell us what you want us to know.
And they just sit there staring at you. Again, not angry, no hatred. Just watching. This unnamed person.
All right. Go ahead, Eric. I stand up and back up. Tried it my way.
I kind of circle this guy a little. Still got Astrid. Get behind him. Hey, where are you going? Answer. Man, this guy's good.
I look to Ragnar. I'm like, Ragnar, keep an eye on this port.
Oh, I'm with the ancient dragon.
Oh,
I'm with you, Ragna.
okay. I say keep an eye on this one, and I go and I'm like, really, Eric, really, and I uncoil my whip. See, unlike them, I will hurt you.
Ooh,
I don't
things
care
are about to
about-
get fun.
Hey. None of that.
And I actually whip him across the face for that. Now,
Tastes his own blood.
God, weird.
God, you're a freaky dude.
oh, this is fun.
I kind of give Ragnar a look. I'm like,
I'm Kale of the Ashbound, Binder, Rider, Warden of the Third Chain.
How many chains are there?
I'm Kale of the Ashbound, Binder, Rider, Warden of the Third Chain.
this guy's definitely weird. His name, he's got the same name twice.
All right.
That he does. That he does.
Tell me, why did you take all of our people and their dragons?
I'm Kale of the Ashbound,
And I
Binder,
whip him again.
Binder, Rider, Warden of the Third Chain.
This guy can't be too important. He's only in charge of the third chain. Wonder who. We should probably go talk to the guy in charge of the second or first chain.
You really are an idiot, aren't you?
I'm such an idiot. How come you're the one tied up? Gonna love this guy.
I headbutt him.
Ooh, nice one, River.
All right. You can ask in the next question. I will allow you to roll to see if he will reveal a truth.
Okay.
But ask the question first.
Where did you take our people and dragons?
All right. You can choose intimidation, like coercion, intimidation, logic, debate, or empathy and compassion.
I'm Ragna. I'm intimidating his ass.
All right. Resolve. Make a resolve check.
All right. Six. One minus 3. Okay. And my resolve. Total of 23.
Critical success.
Nice.
Nice.
So, we took your dragons home. And he tilts his head, studying your reactions. North of here, beyond the Broken Reach, past the waters your maps stop naming. There's a chain of volcanic isles there. The air burns your lungs if you're not used to it. Dragons are. We call it Paraxis. It's where unbound dragons are gathered, housed, and studied. Some are trained, some are corrected. And their eyes flick to the wounded dragon. They're alive. Every one of them. Whether they remain themselves depends on how long it takes you to find them.
Kind of sick man are you to do that to his poor dragons?
Oh, I don't do it. I'm just a binder. I bring the dragons. Whatever happens after that, it's not my concern.
But you're complicit in it.
That there's a lot that you're not concerned with.
Not concerned with that shuffle.
Hey, you put some respect in your mouth when you talk about Astrid here.
What exactly do you do with that shovel?
Shoves it up his butt.
Santa, we're having
Really,
a
Santa?
conversation here.
Really?
Anyways, I take my web and I actually wrap it around his neck.
Ragna, I don't pretend to be an expert. He looks like he's enjoying that a little too much.
Did this just turn into a romantasy, How to Train Your Dragon?
Okay.
He's gonna go harder.
I'm just about to hit him with the back of the head with a shovel.
I'm like trying to choke him.
Okay, you know what? This is getting weird. I just tried to hit him in the back of the head. Knock him out.
You're done questioning him?
No.
Your reactions are making me nervous.
He's being choked! What do you expect him to do? Not grunt?
That ain't the kind of grunt I'm seeing.
Would you rather... Oh!
Whoa. Keep it light here.
And this is why we are an 18 plus people.
I just can't.
Anyways, he can still talk. I am going to enjoy watching the life drain out of you. But first, you told us where to find them. You told us what you do. You, specifically, are just the one that brings the incense to the slaughter. Why are your people doing this to the dragons?
Because we remember what the rest of you choose to forget. Dragons are not gentle gods. They are extinction given wings. Every age ends the same way. Dragons rise, cities burn, the skies become battlefields. And then, when enough people are dead, someone finally decides to do something about it.
And his eyes lift to meet yours.
The Ashbound Covenant exists because mercy failed. We don't hate dragons. We refuse to be ruled by them again.
And there's a little bit of blood coming out of the corner of his mouth.
Chains aren't punishments. The prevention. Ask your dragons what they did centuries ago before you taught them to feel guilty about it.
I unwind and I'm like, I'm not done with you. But for now, you get to live a little longer.
Go ahead, ask them.
And I turn to Firelight. And I just look at Firelight, and Firelight would know that I am asking that question.
Okay. So, as you look into your dragon's eyes, it's shared amongst all of you. The world tilts. The smell of ash and ruin falls away, replaced by heat so intense it feels like it's burning behind your eyes. The sky is wider than it should be. Endless, empty. You are not riding your dragon. You are your dragons. Your wings blot out the sun as you pass overhead. Below you, the land stretches green and whole, cities rising like delicate carvings of stone and wood, beautiful and fragile. You do not hate them. You barely notice them. A sound rises from the ground, horns, bells, screams. It registers the way an insect does when it buzzes too close, irritating and insignificant. Then fire pours from your chest, not in anger,
in instincts. You see dragons descend together, not in chaos, but in terrible harmony. Wings beating in rhythm, fire overlapping fire. Entire districts vanish beneath sheets of flame, so hot the stone runs like wax. Riders are nowhere to be seen. This is before bonds, before names, before anyone asked dragons not to. A city collapses in moments. Another burns because it's there. Another because it dared to raise weapons skyward. You feel it when it happens. The moment the ground stops screaming, the moment the fires die down and the air fills with nothing but drifting ash. You land amid the ruins, not triumphant, not remorseful, simply full, sated. And then a sound you have never heard before. Crying. Small. Broken. Human. Something changes. Not guilt, not yet. Awareness. You look at what you've done and for the first time recognize it as destruction instead of dominance. Other dragons feel it too. Not all, not enough. Some laugh and take to the skies again. Others hesitate. The hesitation is where the covenant was born and where the bonds were forged. The vision pulls back. You see the first chains thrown skyward, primitive, burning hot, wrapped in desperate magic and screaming prayers. You feel them bite into scale and bone. Not all dragons resist. Some kneel. Not out of submission, but out of fear of what they might become again. And the vision snaps away. You're back in the ruins of Stormrest. Your eyes still piercing into your dragons. Your dragon does not pull away. Its voice felt, not heard, as quiet and heavy. We were gods, and gods are terrible things.
I'm gonna turn to look at the man, and I pull out one of my arrows, and I'm holding it like I'm angry, but it's not at my dragon or any of the dragons. As I'm gonna walk up, it almost looks like I'm gonna stab the dude in the back before I just draw 4 arrows in front of the man and make him point and speak one word: where.
Where what?
Where
said,
dragons.
I already told you where the dragons are.
Firaxis to the north.
I'm gonna put the arrow back, and I'm getting on Shadow, and I'm going, dragons, come. As I'm about to take off. I've already made my decision to go.
I look at the guy. I don't know how your people work, but in my community, we let people change. I think we owe that grace to the fucking dragons. Be lucky I don't leave you tied up here.
He holds up his bound hands.
And you see Ragna's knuckles tighten, thinking that this is going to be a mistake before she coils her whip and places it back on her hip.
I cut him loose. I leave him the rest of my fish so he doesn't starve to death here. Rethink your decisions. It doesn't have to be this way.
Stands up, looks at all of you, looks to the edge, backs up slowly so his heels touch the edge of your floating isle. Long live the Covenant. And throws himself backwards off the aisle.
I'm petting his dragon, by the way.
Well, that was new.
It was a sign of how dangerous these people are. He
I was
might
gonna
not have
try to
been
knock him
very
out.
dangerous, but they're willing to die for their beliefs, just like we are.
In a more
Yeah.
commanded voice, I go, dragons, so that they all hear.
Coming. And
I get
on
on firelight and I bend down as I'm getting on. You were a god once, but you are my friend now. You did save me. Now let's go save the others.
I go up to my dragon. Still cool, bro? Got it. I climb up and I ask, should we leave something for our new friend over there? I point to that rider's dragon that's still covered in armor, horribly.
We should take the binds off and let it decide what to do.
Good idea.
Okay. And then you're going towards Paraxis.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Your dragons don't need to be urged. The moment the decision is made, wings spread wide and catch the wind like they've been waiting for this. There's no fanfare, no speeches, just motion. The ruined village drops away beneath you, Stormrest reduced to smoke and memory as the sea opens wide ahead. Your dragons fly lower at first, skimming the waves, then climbing steadily into thinning air. The farther you go, the warmer the wind becomes. The sky ahead darkens, not with storm clouds, but with smoke that never fully disperses. Hours pass. The sea changes color beneath you, deep blue giving way to black, then to streaks of dull red where heat bleeds up from below. And then you see it. A broken arc of islands rising from the ocean, like the spine of something ancient and dead. Volcanoes crown them, some dormant, some breathing, some openly raging. Rivers of lava crawl slowly towards the sea, hissing where the fire meets water. The air here hurts to breathe. It tastes of sulfur and iron and old magic. This is not a place meant for people. This is a place built for dragons. Dragons circle Paraxis in wide, controlled patterns, dozens of them. Some fly freely, scarred but powerful. Others move stiffly, wings reinforced with metal and runes glowing faintly along their bodies. Chains trail for many of them, connecting not to riders, but to towers. Great spires of black stone driven into the islands, each one etched with binding sigils that pulse in time with the dragon's movements. Every flap of a chained dragon's wings feeds the towers. Every tower feeds the chains. Your dragon's slow, not from exhaustion, but from recognition. This place is spoken of in old instincts, not stories. A place dragons were never meant to return to. Some of the dragons below notice you. Their eyes lift. And one by one they turn their heads towards you. Not in aggression, in hope. The largest island looms ahead, crowned by a fortress of obsidian and iron. Chains rise from it like roots, disappearing into cloud and smoke. At its highest point, a massive gate stands open, wide enough for dragons to pass through. From within, a low, rhythmic sound carries across the sky. Not a roar, a chant. Time to wing beats, time to obedience. Kale's voice echoes in your memory. Chains up punishments, onto punishment, that prevention. Your dragons hover at the edge of Paraxis airspace, waiting for your command. So, you have 5 options. You can assault the binding towers. You can free the dragon stealthily. You can confront the Covenant leadership. You can try to trigger a dragon uprising. Or you can try to attempt a new pact with the dragons without chains.
I like the last one.
I definitely think we should free the dragons. But I say we try stealthily.
Keep in mind, if one person fails the stealth, it's a fail.
Yeah.
Why did you look directly at me? Why is everybody looking at me?
Because I'm looking at my screen.
What are we doing?
Unanimous, I'm guessing.
I think a different pact would be best in my opinion. A different pact or freeing them.
I mean, Ragna would probably try to free them
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form, whether stealthily, whether going in and wreaking some havoc. Probably wreaking some havoc. But
I would say we start off stealthily, and then when inevitably one of us fails, we just balls to the walls, try and free as many dragons and people as possible.
I'm gonna laugh.
What?
When you fail.
If so, who is it that has the Night Fury? How good is your speed and all that? Because I had an idea. Because while we're freeing the dragons, somebody could try to grab the leader and kind of throw him off more.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
Is the
Us
leader
grabbing the
visible?
dragons could be the distraction.
You don't know. You're on the outside. You're on the outskirts.
Because, I mean, I worry because they
Outrider.
probably know they didn't get everybody, so they probably have traps waiting for us if we go in there.
Operator.
Oh,
So
I'm
I
a precision
figured, I
flyer.
don't know what abilities the Night Fury has, but at least from what I know of them, they could get in and out pretty quick. Now we also need to take into consideration that we still got to get our people.
I feel like once we take care of the threats of the dragons and this covenant,
Yeah.
we'll be able to free everybody and any other dragons we didn't get initially once everything's done.
Mhm.
So at that point, you confront the Covenant leadership.
We could.
Who knows? Maybe you can talk them out of it.
Doubt it, but
We can
Like, if they're
try.
not far, but we can try.
We can try. Honestly, Ragna probably. Actually, I can see Ragna actually trying because she was literally saved by her dragon.
Yeah.
We actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we might have to just confront the leadership of it because this group has obviously found a way to control dragons. And if we can't free them initially, we're gonna have to fight. Well, we'll be caught up because we'll have the dragons who will resist us freeing them, and then the Covenant comes after us right in the middle of everything. So we may have to just do a surgical strike against the leadership and either talk them out of it or aggressively persuade them.
Yeah.
Or we start the uprising because we do have the rogue tamer who has
That's true.
their ability.
But they can only do one dragon at a time.
Yeah.
We assess the more, because I'm sure they probably still have in a way a hierarchy or at least someone they look up to in their thing. If we can determine who that is, we could hopefully turn them around, and then we start that, which allows us to help break the chains, confuse ranks, and
But
then
you know,
us deal with the.
You don't know how these towers work.
I think we run out of time before doing that.
I think we confront the leadership.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Your dragons descend through heat-hazed air into the heart of Paraxis. The fortress is carved directly into black volcanic stone. No walls, no battlements, just massive terraces cut into the mountainside. Chains thicker than tree trunks snake across the rock, glowing faintly with runes that pulse in time with distant wing beats. Dragons perch along ledges like living statues, some free, some bound. At the highest platform, where the air shimmers with heat and power, someone waits for you. They do not rise when you land. They do not call for guards. They simply stand in turn. The chain bearer is tall, wrapped in layered robes of ash gray and deep ember red, the fabric scorched and mended so many times it no longer looks woven, more forged. They wear no helmet. Their face is lined, ageless in a way that suggests magic rather than years. Their hair is streaked white, pulled back tightly, revealing a lattice of faint burn scars across their scalp and neck. Old binding marks, self-inflicted. Their eyes glow faintly, not with fire, but with reflected light, as if something behind them is always burning. Heavy chains are wrapped around their forearms and across their chests, not restraining them, but worn like regalia. Each link is etched with names, dragon names. When they speak, their voice is calm, resonant, and utterly certain. So, the riders who choose mercy over obedience finally arrive. You bring proof of your convictions and proof of your danger. I am Aurelion Threx, first chainbearer, founder of the Ashbound Covenant, and the last person who remembers what the skies look like when dragons ruled unchecked.
Yeah.
I said forward like.
I put my hand
Hey,
across.
just to introducing myself
Eric.
to the man. Name's
Yes.
Eric.
With a K.
I'm gonna say
Pointing
that.
an arrow at him and saying, "Dragon's family."
Okay.
They may have been gods once. but they have mercy. They changed on their own. And some, like people, are still wild.
Yes, they have. That is the cruelest truth of it. Mercy did not come easily to them. It was learned through loss, through silence after fire, through watching their own shadows shrink. And I do not deny that change. I never have. But mercy is not permanence. It's a choice, one that must be made again and again and again. The chains on their arms faintly glow. Gods once showed mercy too, right up until they were afraid, right up until they were hungry. Right up until someone convinced them the world would be safer if it burned. You believe dragons have changed because you have known them in peace. I believe they have changed because they're afraid to become what they were. He looks to the wounded dragon and then back. Tell me, when the skies fill again, when fear returns, when someone asks them to rule instead of protect, who will stop them then?
Our skies filled recently, but that wasn't the dragon's decisions, were it? My home is rubble, not because of the dragon's decisions, but because of yours. People can be just as destructive, but you don't see us putting chains on each other, do you? Because we've already decided that was sick and wrong. You don't punish people for potential decisions. And you shouldn't with dragons.
For the first time since you arrived, their expression changes. Not to anger, but to defensiveness. Your home is rubble because of me. And I will not hide behind philosophy to deny it. And his fingers tighten once around the chains at his forearms. You were right about one thing the Covenant hates to admit. People can be just as destructive as dragons. History is a long ledger of proof. The difference is that when people destroy, the world survives them. When dragons do, it doesn't. And you can feel even your dragons and all the dragons around you, they bristle at that, recognizing that it's true. We do chain people with laws, borders, armies, prisons, oaths, fear. We bind ourselves constantly because we know what happens when we don't. This is the same impulse, just Louder. Stormrest was destroyed because I believed control was safer than trust. You stand here because you proved me wrong, at least once. The Covenant was built to prevent apocalypse, but I am forced to confront the possibility that it has become one instead. So, I will ask you what no one has ever been able to answer me. If chains are wrong, and blind trust is suicide, what do you put in their place?
Understanding. Understanding that while we need to be merciful, that there is still darkness within all of us. Understanding that there will be fights, there will be wars, but always there is a peace after.
He takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, not in surrender, in recognition. For a long moment, the only sound is the wind moving through chains and wings. Even the volcano seemed to quiet. Understanding, not denial, not innocence. And they open their eyes and look at the dragons, not as weapons, but as people who can burn. You do not promise peace forever. You acknowledge war will come. You acknowledge darkness will surface in dragons, in humans, in yourselves. That is more honesty than the Covenant has allowed itself in generations. They step closer to all of you, chains dragging against stone. But you notice something. They stop glowing. They seem heavy. I built this place because I believed peace could be engineered, controlled, maintained through fear of consequence. But fear only postpones violence. It never prevents it. I mistook obedience for harmony. If peace must be chosen again and again, then it cannot be enforced by chains. He unshackles one link, just a single link, and it hits the stone with a dull, echoing clang. Understanding. Then we teach dragons what we deny ourselves. Responsibility, memory, and consequence. Shared, not imposed. If I release them, there will be wars. But if I don't, there will only be silence after. Then let history record this truth, that peace was not born from control, but from understanding strong enough to survive its own darkness. This is your chance to convince him that the way he has been going about all of this has been wrong. And the dragons deserve to roam free and make their own decisions. If you fail, only one person gets to make this roll.
Not it.
And you only get to make it once. If you fail, all of the dragons besides yours in this place attack you.
Yeah, nose goes.
I have a guile. Who has the best guile?
I have a 4.
Is
Looks
it Guile, though?
Yes.
It is Guile.
Okay.
I have 3 guile, but we know that doesn't mean shit.
I also have critical. I had a critical, so I have
Yeah.
extra dice.
It should be
So-
you then.
I'm
Yeah.
the one
Keep
that
in
was
mind
like understanding.
That not only do you have to roll for this, but you have to say something that convinces him.
Yeah, not it. I don't speak much.
Not it, because I roll like fucking shit.
I can do this. Oh god, I can do this. Okay.
I will say Ragnar is right under his dragon, showing that he trusts his dragon, though. Like a family more than anything.
My arm's still holding Eric with the K.
I'm not like straining. I don't know why you're holding me back.
All right, Ragnar, what do you got?
Alright, let me roll this. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay.
Remember those tokens.
Yeah, remember you have priority tokens. You could reroll one if you use 2 of them.
I think I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to re-roll one of my ones using my priority tokens.
Okay.
Oh, yay! That was great. Okay, so I am rolling that one. Oh god, don't you do this to me. Fuck! Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Well, I just hit 30 without.
You hit 30?
Yeah, I hit 30. So I had a 1, a 6, a 5, and a 5 because I re-rolled one of my ones. Then I had a 1. Then I had a 3 from that 1. That was minusing the. That was the implosion. Then I had a +1. Then I had a -3. Then I had a +5. Then a +2. Then a +6. Then a +6. I hit
Okay.
30. Plus my guile, which is a 4.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Change is hard for everyone. I will be honest. I wanted to kill your man. I did. Truly. You can ask any of them. I had my whip wrapped around his neck. But I released him. He chose to fall to his death after we unbound him. Mercy is hard. Peace is hard. It is harder than fighting. It is harder than destruction. But it is worth it because it is so hard.
Is that it?
I understand that you made these chains out of your own fear. It was your own fear that created these chains. Let go of that fear. Fight your fear. And strive for mercy. It's not going to be easy. It will never be easy. Especially for people like us. But it is worth it.
Okay.
That is what I say.
Yes. That is exactly why it terrifies me. Anyone can choose destruction. It is simple, clean, honest in its brutality. Mercy. Mercy asks you to live with the aftermath. You spared him, and he chose death rather than face a world where obedience was no longer his shield. That is what fear does. It convinces us that freedom is worse than falling. The chains around his arms glow faintly. I did not forge these chains because I hated dragons. I forged them because I was afraid that if I loosened my grip for even a moment, everything would burn again. You are right. Peace is harder than war. It demands restraint without certainty, mercy without guarantee, responsibility without chains. You stood over my rider with the power to kill, and you chose to let go. I have asked dragons to be better than what they once were, while refusing to be better myself. He raises a hand. Let history mark this moment. The Ashbound Covenant will not be remembered as the ones who saved the world through fear. And that hand closes into a fist, and all of you are on guard, but as the ones who trusted it to choose again. His hands slam into stone. The runes along the chains flare, then fracture. Across Paraxis, one by one, the binding towers shudder. Chains snap free from stone and fall away, crashing into lava and sea alike. Dragons cry out in triumph, in relief. Some stagger in the air. Some land shaking. Some simply close their eyes and breathe. As he turns back to you, he's visibly older. It will not be easy. There will be wars. There will be mistakes. And you see a small, weary smile touch his face. But peace that costs nothing is not peace. You reminded me of that. The sky over Praxis fills with wings, free, uncertain, alive, and for the first time in centuries, the dragons get to choose what comes next. What do you do?
Where are our people?
Where's our families?
Yeah, go look for all the people from our village.
They're all around those collapsed towers.
I let out a bellow that mimics a dragon in a victory way. Because again, he thinks he's more dragon than human.
Your people are well fed. They were sleeping in beds.
I sprint to find my husband and children.
Okay.
I hold my hand out to the guy that was the leader. You can come back with us as long as our leaders are okay with it. Let's forge a better future together.
Convince him. Make a guile check.
Okay. Got a 6, a 1, and a 2. You reroll the 6. It's a 5. You reroll the 1. That's another 1. And then a 5. Okay. So I can get rid of those. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm messing with my math. I got a 6, a 1, and a 2. I rerolled the 6, got a 5.
14.
Rerolled the 1, got another 1.
13.
Rerolled that 1, got a 5.
18.
Um,
Or sorry. No. 8.
Okay. Let me see. I think I still have a priority token, so I don't know what I can use that one for.
Add a d6.
Okay. 2.
10.
I have a 3 guile.
13.
Let me see if I have anything else. I don't think I do. Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. I have not been invited anywhere for a very long time. I told myself that leadership meant standing apart, bearing the weight alone, becoming less human so others wouldn't have to. That was another lie fear taught me. If I return with you, I won't be welcomed as a hero. I will be blamed, hated, held accountable. And he pauses for a moment. Good. They reach up, begin removing the remaining chains from their arms. A better future isn't forged by people without blood on their hands. It's forged by those who are willing to keep building anyway. And they step forward down onto the platform, same stone as you, on equal ground. I'll come with you, not as a ruler, not as a chain bearer, as someone who helped break the world and now intends to help mend it. We will fail, and we will try again. Lead on. So, everybody ready to head back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ragnar's probably
Everybody
flying up there with the
gathers on their
dragons already.
dragons.
Huh?
Ragnar probably has taken off and gone up to the dragons because that's where he is. He doesn't deal with people, he deals with more dragons. This is where he feels home at. He's an Alba, we know.
I'm gonna actually pat the leader on the shoulder. It's gonna suck.
Okay. So, time passes. Not cleanly, not easily, but it passes. Stormrest is no longer the same village it once was, nor should it be. New stone stands beside old. Rebuilt longhouses bear scorch marks that were never sanded away, left as reminders instead of scars. Children run through streets that once burned, laughing as shadows pass overhead. Dragons are part of the sky now, not rulers, not weapons, but neighbors. Some perch along the cliffs, warming their scales in the morning sun. Others fish alongside boats, diving cleanly through the waves before returning with dripping prizes and proud rumbles. A few keep their distance, circling far and high, still learning what freedom means. People learn too. There were arguments, fights, days when trust felt like a mistake. But there were also evenings where fire was shared to keep the cold away, where a dragon's wings shielded a village from a storm, where mercy was chosen again because it had to be. Paraxis still exists, but the chains are gone. The towers now stand quiet, repurposed into beacons, places of meeting, not control. Dragons come and go as they please. Some stay, some never return. That choice is theirs now. Stories are told about the night everything almost ended. About riders who chose not to kill. About dragons who chose not to rule. About a future that was not guaranteed, but earned. On certain nights, when the wind is just right, you can stand at the edge of the cliffs and see lights in the sky. Dragons flying in loose formation, not guarding anything, not fleeing anything, just flying. And somewhere below them, people look up, not in fear, but in understanding. The world is not perfect. It never was. But for now, it is shared. And that is enough. And that's where we end. So, I want to thank everybody for joining us for Wings of the Broken Pact, How to Train Your Dragon one-shot. Thank you for joining us on the first live stream back in well over a year. Just a reminder that next week we are doing our session 0 for 13 Sigil. No form to it, just kind of hang out with us as we create these characters, shoot the shit, have a couple drinks, things like that.
Drink spicy grape juice.
Yeah. So just kind of hang out with us as we do that and see where everything is going in 13th Sigil. And then we'll be off the next week. And then the first Sunday in February, we are back starting the 13th Sigil. This beautiful alternate history, mystery, horror kind of thing that is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, thank you once again for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Night.